Okay, so this problem is asking us which expression represents the prevalence of the disease, whatever disease we're looking at, in this 2x2 table right here. So here we have in the columns exposed and unexposed. The rows have disease positive, disease negative, and yeah, you know how these tables go. So let's look at the first answer choice. Answer choice A is saying W over W plus X. So W over W plus X. Well, that's not the prevalence of disease, because the prevalence of disease is how often it occurs in the population. But this is only telling us out of the people that are positive, how many were exposed? What was the proportion that were exposed? So it's not A. So not A. Okay. B is saying, okay, W over W plus Y. W over W plus Y. So that's going to be the people that were positive and exposed over the people that were positive exposed plus negative and exposed. So the total proportion of people that were exposed over the unexposed. So same thing, but for unexposed. Well, that doesn't really tell us the proportion of the people who had the disease, because that's just telling us, okay, how does the exposed relate to the unexposed? So that doesn't get us there. Okay. W over Y, so Parsi's saying W over Y over X over Z. Well, again, that's just telling us what is the proportion of the exposed to the unexposed. That doesn't tell us anything. Or that doesn't answer the question of the prevalence of the disease. And then part D is saying, okay, W over X over Y over Z. W over X, Y over Z, that's telling us how does the disease positive relate to the disease negative, like a ratio. That doesn't tell us it. And then X plus, the last answer choice is W plus X, so that's the total number of positive cases over everything else. So that is our answer. That tells us how many people were positive, so we don't care if they're exposed or unexposed. How many people are positive in relation to the entire population. So that's by definition what the prevalence of disease is. So that is our answer choice.